What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and they said it. It's starting now. Take a look at this. I'm going to be diving into more details in this article. House panel launches work on the $3.5 trillion spending package. This is your stimulus check update and your stimulus package update. And yes, they're talking about the $3.5 trillion stimulus package. Congress is now working away, assembling the official legislative text for the bill. So we're going to be getting a lot more details coming out. And also, you guys, you might be thinking to yourself, well, what about Senator Joe Manchin, that moderate Democrat that said that he was not on board? He might derail the whole thing unless they cut it way down to a third of what they had proposed. Well, we've heard from Congress, from the White House, President Joe Biden, all saying full steam ahead. And they're saying, we're calling you on your bluff. If you want to do it, go ahead, but we're moving forward because we need more stimulus. And we're also hearing from members of Congress saying, if you want to do that, that's fine, but we're going to derail your infrastructure package. And take a look at this tweet that came out, you guys. And you know what? It's Friday. Why don't we go ahead with a Bernie Sanders impersonation? Rebuilding our crumbling physical infrastructure, roads, bridges, water systems, is important. Rebuilding our crumbling human infrastructure, healthcare, education, climate change, is more important. No infrastructure bill without the $3.5 trillion reconciliation bill. All right, you guys, I sincerely apologize for that. I apologize. It's Friday. I was just trying to have a little fun. Don't unsubscribe from the channel, okay? I actually do have some good information for you guys. And take a look. We're hearing that Manchin and Sanders, they are set to clash on Biden's spending package. And they're saying, if you want to take a look at the extreme opposites in the Democratic Party, all you got to do is look at Bernie Sanders and Senator Joe Manchin, far left and far right. And you heard Bernie Sanders saying, human infrastructure, stimulus is more important than infrastructure, and threatening to derail Manchin's infrastructure package. But he's not the only one. Take a look at this. AOC says it would give me pleasure. AOC threatens to tank the infrastructure bill without the Democrats' $3.5 trillion spending plan. Look at this subtitle, you guys. AOC slams infrastructure bill as a billionaire, dark money, fossil fuel, Exxon lobbyists draft. Man, AOC not afraid to let her thoughts rip, you guys. Saying tank the infrastructure bill? Well, it would be my pleasure. Well, it looks like if things don't work out for her in Congress, she could have a future at Chick-fil-A. Okay, I'll stop, I promise. I'm going to dive into these articles, get you caught up on the latest as to what they're saying about stimulus and pushing forward full steam ahead. And right now, they are drafting the legislative text, you guys. So let's dive right in and get you caught up on the latest as of today, September 10th, 2021. But before we do, if you could do me a quick favor, just takes a second. If you like and appreciate these updates, keeping up to date on all this stuff, don't forget, smash that like button. Just takes a second and lets the YouTube algorithm know you think I'm doing a good job, and in turn, they're going to continue to promote my channel and my videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Also, leave your comments down below. Love to hear your thoughts. Share this out if you think it's going to help out other people. And if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. You can come join the viewing community, the Ram fam, we like to call it. I'll keep you up to date on all this stuff so you know what's going on. And if you got any specific questions that you want me to answer, be sure to shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. That is by far the best way to get a hold of me if you got any specific questions for me. And yes, I do go through all those DMs. Sometimes it takes me a while because I get a lot of them, but I'll go through and I'll do my best to respond to your specific questions, you guys. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest. As we're hearing, Congress has now officially started the legislative text to assemble the bill for the next stimulus package. All right, you guys, so link in the description below to this article that just came out yesterday that reads that AOC threatens to tank the infrastructure bill without the Democrats' $3.5 trillion spending plan. It would be my pleasure. Now it says, Representative AOC is threatening to tank the bipartisan infrastructure bill that is crucial to President Joe Biden's agenda if moderate Democrats manage to decouple it from the sweeping $3.5 trillion tax and spending bill filled with left-wing priorities. Now, asked during a question and answer on Instagram whether progressives were prepared to vote no on the $1.2 trillion infrastructure package if it was not linked to the larger budget bill, AOC responded yes. And she said, nothing would give me more pleasure than to tank a billionaire dark money fossil fuel Exxon lobbyist drafted energy infrastructure bill if they come after our childcare and climate priorities. Now, AOC's comments come amid a brewing fight among Democratic lawmakers over the passage of the multi-trillion-dollar spending package after both chambers of Congress approved the blueprint for the bill last month, and the Senate passed the infrastructure bill. Now, at the heart of the division of this fight for control over the size and the scope of the spending package, progressives say that the $3.5 trillion is a bare minimum needed to vastly expand the social safety net and combat climate change. Centrists, however, are wary of another multi-trillion-dollar bill, funded by a slew of new taxes on wealthy Americans and corporations, no less, after the pandemic pushed the U.S. deficit to a record high. Now, with their incredibly slim congressional majority, Democrats face a delicate balancing act in pursuing their so-called two-track agenda, approving both a bipartisan deal and a reconciliation package that could cost several $trillion, or they risk losing support of either moderate or progressive members. And right now, you guys, it is definitely a tug-of-war in the Democratic Party. Now, they hold the majority of all of Congress, the House, the Senate, and the presidency. So a lot of people were thinking, man, the Democratic agenda is just going to roll out and they're going to do whatever they want through the process of reconciliation, pass all the stimulus, all the provisions that they'd like, right? Well, wrong. Turns out the Democratic Party has almost split up into two separate parts. One is progressives that want to see a lot of spending. Bernie Sanders, AOC, Nancy Pelosi, they all want to just unleash stimulus. And then we have moderate Democrats on the other side that are saying no. Josh Gothenheimer, Kirsten Sinema, Joe Manchin, all of these moderate Democrats saying it's too much spending, too much debt. This is out of control. Just because we can open up the floodgates doesn't mean that we should do it. And they're saying no. And Joe Manchin actually said hit the pause button and has threatened to not vote in favor of it. And just that one single vote, no, in the Senate, could derail the entire thing because they literally need every single Democratic senator on board. So right now, Joe Manchin is in a very powerful position. He could literally derail the entire thing. But we heard from the White House and members of Congress saying full steam ahead, and they believe that they're going to be able to get him on board. Now, we will see you guys, but in the meantime, as I mentioned, they said full steam ahead, and we're seeing articles come out like this. Take a look. House panel launches work on a $3.5 trillion spending package, and this just came out yesterday, you guys, as they just officially started yesterday. Take a look at this. The House and Ways and Means Committee on Thursday kicks off a multi-day markup of key elements of the Democrats' $3.5 trillion social spending package. The committee has already released several portions of the package that it is set to consider, including those related to paid family leave, medical leave, and expanding Medicare. They're already working on the text for the bill. Now, the panel also has jurisdiction over any tax increases that will be included in the package to offset the cost of the new spending, but it has yet to release legislation on the topic. Now, the Ways and Means Committee is one of several House panels that will be considering portions of the social spending package on Thursday. House Democrats are aiming for all committees to finish their markups by September 15th. So you guys, that is just 5 days away. So you can expect that over the course of the next week, we're going to be hearing a lot about the legislative text coming out for the next stimulus bill. And I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date here on the channel, and also link in the description below to this article as they actually give timestamps going through all of the texts that they've already been working on, you guys. I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel. And also, we heard that they want to have this all voted on, the infrastructure and the stimulus, by September 27th, so likely things could be rolling out in October. Now, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date, but that is the latest that we're hearing right now on their work on the next stimulus package. So you guys, as always, thank you so much for joining me here on the channel. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, smash that like button. Just takes a second, really helps me out a ton. Thank you so much. Leave your comments down below. Share this out if you think it's going to help out other people. If this is your first time here, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. I'll keep you up to date on all this stuff, and you can join the RAM fam, the viewing community, and you can stay up to date on stimulus, Congress, the economy, unemployment, anything having to do with money. I'll let you know what's happening, you guys. And if you got any specific questions for me, be sure to shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. With that being said, you guys, hope this reaches you well. Remember, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday, regular uploads and also random uploads throughout the day as news breaks, and also random Bernie Sanders impersonations, you guys. With that being said, hope you have a blessed Friday. Hope this reaches you well. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.